अवधारणम, एफर्मेटिव सेंटेंसेस अवधारणम, सकारात्मक वाक्य अवधारणम, संस्कृतम अति सरला भाषा, संस्कृतम अति मधुरा भाषा, संस्कृतेन संभाषणम अति सरलम, अहम केवल संस्कृतेन वदामि, अस्माकं भाषा संस्कृत भाषा, संस्कृत भारतम समर्थ भारतम, संस्कृत भारतम समर्थ भारतम। सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः। आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है आज के इस सत्र में। आई वेलकम एवरीबडी फॉर टुडे सेशन एंड आई सपोज माय वीडियो एंड ऑडियो आर क्लियर। हाँ, I think so, and I will unmute everybody at this moment of time. Please use your this thing. Dimri ji, dhanyawad. Anil Dimri ji.
Sir, yes, sir. It is very clear.
Very clear. Fine.
Very
so
clear.
let us go ahead. Thank you very much, Srinivasan ji. Let us go ahead with our topic. I hope you all have gone through the video that was of yesterday, recording of yesterday. The reason is, now I will tell you one thing. As we are going further, there are things, the people who are doing Sanskritam for the first time, they might be facing some problem of understanding what exactly it is. But when you repeat the thing again and again, you will understand definitely. It is explained very nicely. Abhi, generally, where we get the problem, हमें दिक्कत आती कहाँ पे है? दिक्कत वहीं पे आती है अगर सीखते समय अगर बोलना है। देखिए, संस्कृत आप बाय हार्ट भी कर सकते हो, यू कैन कंटेस्ट आल्सो संस्कृतम, दैट इज समथिंग लाइक अ पैरेट लर्निंग। बट वेरी फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, इफ यू वांट टू स्टार्ट टॉकिंग इन संस्कृतम, कट ऑफ योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम ट्रांसलेशन। आप अनुवाद को छोड़ दीजिए, अनुवाद मत कीजिएगा। Say for example, if I am talking now in English and if I have to switch over Hindi में अगर मैं बोलना शुरू कर दूंगा, तो I'm not translating. See, my mother tongue is Gujarati. When I'm talking in English, do I translate my sentence in Gujarati and then into English? No, not possible. And from if I switch over to Hindi, do you mean to say I translate from Gujarati to English and then again Gujarati to Hindi? No, I don't do that. I directly switch over. That is the way you can learn a language. So initially, okay, fine, you take some help of English to understand. But you cannot say that English grammar, English sentence formation are same as in Sanskritam. No, not possible. शक्यमेव नास्ति. प्रत्येक भाषा भिन्नम् अस्ति खलु. Every language is different to each other. So as a result, every language has its own rules. So to understand that, you will have to go through recording once again. Now in recording, if you observe, there are many other extra things that are said in between. जैसे अभी हम लोग बातें कर रहे हैं. If you see this recording, you can skip. No need to hear all this thing. Directly come to the topic. Hear the topic properly. Not understood, go back, again start hearing it. I assure you, within 3 to 4 days, you will keep the speed. You will take up the speed. Yeah, अनुभव बताता है. That is experience that is showing me. Am I clear, everybody? Shall we move on to our lessons?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, dhanyawadaha. One more important thing I would like to announce to everybody. Please use your wired. See, even on a laptop, I have a facility of Bluetooth speaker. But I am using is the wired one. You cannot see my wire because it is from behind and all that. But the wired one is a right earphone. We are learning a language. हम लोग भाषा सीख रहे हैं और भाषा को अगर बड़े वॉल्यूम में लगा दोगे या बिना ईयरफोन सुनोगे तो देयर आर चांसेस यू विल नॉट पिक अप सम इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट. इट इज बेटर व्हेन यू पुट द ईयरफोन, योर कंसंट्रेशन ऑटोमेटिकली कम्स डाउन टू द video that is going on. So as a result, you can concentrate on your lessons. Please, it is a humble request. So from henceforth, 50 रुपए का wired earphone आता है यार, not even costly affair. So everyone might be having, सबके पास होगा ही. So it is better to use that. Okay. So now going ahead, in Prathama Vibhakti, we saw masala number 1, that was Prathama Vibhakti. In Prathama Vibhakti, what was the speciality? In the sentence formation, we see the Prathama Vibhakti kim karoti, kim darshayati. What does it show? Prathama Vibhakti karta darshayati. It shows the subject. Prathama Vibhakti कर्ता मध्ये लिंग दर्शयति, यानी कर्ता जो है, सब्जेक्ट जो है, उसका लिंग दिखाते हैं. It shows the gender of the subject, whether it is masculine, feminine or neutral gender. So it shows clearly what is the who is the subject and what is the gender of it. Very important, I am saying. Huh? Mind it. I'm repeating that thing again in a different angle. Now, other thing is the verb kriya is directly related to the subject. उसका सीधा सीधा संबंध बनता है कर्ता से. Kriya is directly connected to the subject. So whenever you have to analyze a sentence, who is the subject? Why I am saying this, now you will understand. Normally, people have an understanding that in a sentence, the first word that is written is the subject. No, it's not so. Might be in Hindi, English. But in English also, it is not so. But we have that impression that when we say subject, object, and verb, so we always consider there are 3 words. So the first word is subject. Second word is object. Third word is verb. No, it's not that. I will prove it. Okay. So understanding. So what you will do, whenever there is a sentence formation, first you have to see the kriya, the verb. Then analyze who is directly related to the verb. Now subject is decided. When subject is decided, automatically the object will come up. And today we are going to learn Dvitiya Vibhakti. So now in other nutshell, Prathama Vibhakti Parivartanam Kutra Bhavati. Where is the change that is happening? In the subject. Karta Madhye. Parivartanam Bhavati. So in Karta, there is a change. Now coming to the Dvitiya Vibhakti. Shall we start? Have you all any question about Prathama Vibhakti? Anybody? Anybody? अस्तु अग्रे गच्छामः. कम से कम हाँ या ना तो बोलिए. हाँ, उसके लिए भी I have to beg.
कुछ नहीं सर, ठीक है, we are clear.
Please,
Very clear.
please respond, my dear friend. Oh, Baba. Huh? I have to beg. I have to continuously beg for the response. There are out of majority of them. People have started dropping. So now today is only 28. So people have started realizing Sanskrit is not my cup of tea, or this sir is not teaching Sanskrit properly. Sanskrit means shlok and stotram. All religious things are in Sanskritam. That's the reason India can never again become a Sanskrit Sambhashit. Because our brains have been implanted by some selfish people that Sanskrit means only religious thing. Sanskrit means only Mahabharata, Veda, Puran, Upanishad, Stotram, Shlokam. Nothing else. And sir is not teaching that. So, let us leave. Thank you very much. It is good riddance of the bad rubbish. Who are not interested, I am also not interested to teach them. I can take a thirsty horse to the well, but I can't make him drink water. Am I right? That is his own attempt to drink water. Anyways, no hard feelings. Let us go ahead. Now coming to our subject is, or rather I think so, are you all under the influence that I'm too much marketing about my other courses and all that, paid courses and all that? Are you having that feeling? Do you think so?
Not at all, sir. Not
No,
at
no,
all.
No, sir.
not like, not like.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Please,
No, sir.
it is for your progress I am telling you all. I am not going to earn a single penny out of it. Whatever extra amount is coming is going to the welfare, Gaushala and this girls' education. It is not going in our pocket. So anyways, if you all feel so, most of the TV channels are marketing, isn't it? Even then you watch, na? Consider that way. But there you will not gain anything. Here you will gain something. So let us go ahead. Now Dvitiya Vibhakti.
100%.
Yes. Dvitiya Vibhakti. Here we will consider again with the same thing. Vakya Rachana. Sentence formation. So sentence formation, subject, object and verb. Karta, karma और क्रिया, इससे एक वाक्य बनता है. With the help of this, yes, you do require extra words. They are called avyayanis. That we will learn on the last day. Avyayanis. What are the avyayanis? If, so, because, then, when. These are the words you require. Now, and all these things you require. But that, as we go ahead, we will learn. And on the last day, all the avyayanis will be shown to you all. Now here, subject, object and verb. We understood subject. Subject is shown by the Prathama Vibhakti. Now Dvitiya Vibhakti, Parivartanam Kutra Bhavati, Parivartanam Karma Madhye Bhavati. It happens in the object. Let us check it out. Shall we go ahead? Now here,
Yes.
the sentence. So, for example, Balakaha Patham Pathati. This is the Vakya. So, how you will analyze? Number one, Pathati. Catch hold of the verb. पहले क्रिया को पकड़ लो. Pathati. Kaha Pathati. Who is studying? Obviously, the Balakaha is studying. Balakaha Pathati. Uttamam. So, Balakaha is the subject. What is the gender? What is the gender of Balakaha?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Male.
Masculine. Because it is Balakaha. Kim Patati. What is he studying? Lesson. Patham. That becomes the object. That becomes the object. So, Patham Patati. We will take sentences. For example, in Pullinga. Pullinga. Now, what is Pullinga? See, I make it clear. In Prathama Vibhakti, the Vibhakti itself decides the Linga. So there is, the case did not come up whether it is masculine, feminine or neutral gender. It is the subject itself decides whether he is masculine or she is feminine or it is this neutral gender. You don't decide on that. Again, I think so YouTube is creating a problem. Luckily, I have started recording. So number one, I will discontinue with the YouTube. I will be posting the recording after the lecture. Is it okay to everybody?
Okay, Mahoday.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. No
yes.
problem.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So the YouTube has started again creating a problem like yesterday, but in afternoon it was not a problem. I think so. ये time पे लोग ज़्यादा YouTube देखते होंगे, है ना? असु, तो क्या?
न्यूज़ देखते हैं
मैं भी भैया.
अरे न्यूज़ कोई नहीं देखता आजकल. वो आता है ना, चमेली क्या है, पौवा लगा के आई एंड ऑल दैट सॉन्ग्स, है ना?
Reels.
हाँ, रील्स रील्स डम 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 रील्स. अभी किसको न्यूज में इंटरेस्ट है?
पॉलिटिकल डिबेट्स होता है बहुत चैनल्स में.
हाँ, बट दैट इज अ
यूट्यूब
फाइट ना.
प्राइवेट चैनल्स.
हाँ, दैट इज अ फाइट एक्चुअली. ऐसे लगता है
पॉलिटिकल या
हाँ, और वो साथ में चाय पीते हैं, बाद में एक दूसरे को गाली देंगे और स्टूडियो में बाद में बैठ के मजा आया ना, मजा आया ना, मजा आया. पब्लिक को उल्लू बनाया, है ना?
Too much shouting.
हाँ, टू मच ऑफ साउटिंग एंड द चैनल ऑल्सो गेट. नहीं, इन लोग सब ब्लड प्रेशर वगैरह नहीं होता है क्या इनको?
Yes.
It's really something worth understanding, the whole industry. They shot on the top of their vows. India wants to know. Arey, you are not India, yeah. India doesn't want to know. They know already. Why you want to force India to know something? Hai na? Anyways, now let us joke apart. Now, when we are saying Prathama Vibhakti, there itself it decides the gender of the sentence, means of the subject. But now, as we are into object, we have to understand Pulling, Striling, and Napunsakling. But here, Pulling is not with the reference of the subject. It is
Subject.
with the subject. It is not with the reference of the subject in
Subject,
Dvitiya Vibhakti.
yes.
It is
Okay.
with the reference of the object. The object is falling in which gender? That is very interesting. I will show you. Like in Pulling. Here, Rama Samudraha Pashyati. So first catch hold of the verb. What is the verb? Pashyati. To
Pashyati.
see. By the way, just a moment. I will break over here. See, I will request everybody, those who have not ordered the book yet, a workshop book, and they are not interested to buy also, no problem. You can go to our website. I will be posting the link tonight. Okay. There on the
Okay.
download and the books, wahan pe jaoge, there you will find there are PDF file of various charts. So there is one particular item that shows all charts. Download that. That will give you 12 charts. Take the printout of that. But those who are having book, it is very much explained in details. Yes. Who has raised your raised?
No, I actually I searched. I want to buy the book. I mean,
no
I
problem.
don't know how to do it.
No, I have already. I will be posting.
Yes, Bhaiya, no information, ma'am.
I
am
will be
also-
posting on book. I will posting now.
Please,
So
Bhaiya,
you
once
will be
again.
posting.
The reason I
One-
tell you. The reason I tell you.
I was searching all the links. I am unable to.
Na,
Get that how
Shriram
to buy
Mohoday,
that.
Shriram Mohoday, don't worry. Shriram Mohoday, don't worry. You by the time you can also take one of the PDF of present tense. There the list of verbs are given. There is first column is in English, second in Hindi translation, and the third column you will find it in Sanskrit. So all the verbs, what are the meaning of the verbs? But regarding books, I will be posting the link tonight to everybody so they can directly order the book. The book has a facility that there are many other charts. Many other charts are also available. So that also you can go through. So that will be a permanent reference for you all. So I will be posting. Why did I not post you? The basic reason was there is lot of orders that have come for the books. And I am surprised. The majority of the orders are not from our students, from outsiders. Those who are not attending our lecture. And most of them have said, sir, we are going through your YouTube. We need the book. So there is huge order for that. So there is continuous this thing going on. By the way, we have received the latest printed copies from the press. We have received our books now. So I will be posting it today. So from Monday onwards, the dispatch will start. So within 5 days, you get the delivery. In some remote places, it may take some more time, but not more than 8 days. Am I clear? Yes. Malini, Malini was talking about, has raised her hand.
नहीं मेरे को बुक चाहिए पर मैं वही बोलने के लिए मैं समझ गई आप क्या बोल रहे हो.
आप तो बहुत बढ़िया हिंदी बोल रहे हैं. You don't. I cannot recognize that you are a Tamilian.
नहीं मैं तमिलियन हूँ, चेन्नई में रहती हूँ.
हाँ, लेकिन कितनी बढ़िया सी हिंदी बोलते हैं और your clarity.
अच्छा.
Hats off, hats off, hats off.
धन्यवाद.
I cannot feel that regional touch in your language. That is what I wanted.
अच्छा. मेरे को संस्कृत बोलना सीखना है अभी.
अभी आप सीख पाओगे. क्यों सीख पाओगे? Because you have understood कि सांभर, you cannot have biscuit with सांभर.
नहीं नहीं, वो तो समझ गई हूँ, पर बुक
है
बुक
ना?
के लिए मैं कोशिश कर रही थी।
ना
अभी मेरे से
भगिनी,
अनम्यूट नहीं हो रहा है, इसलिए वो कुछ
no,
नहीं।
there is no problem. No problem.
हम्म।
Till the time you have a quiet environment, you have any questions, please do interact.
नहीं नहीं,
Huh?
कुछ
Sir,
नहीं, बस से मेरे को
I have a problem.
Yes,
I
sir.
am unable to read the Hindi. That's a
There is
problem.
IST
Hindi
over
letters.
there. There is IST. You are unable to read Devanagari, not Hindi. Right?
Hmm.
Devanagari.
Hindi also I don't know.
हाँ,
Hindi also I
Devanagari.
don't know. Only I can बात कर सकता है बस,
there
पढ़ने
is
के लिए
no
आता है,
problem. But
लिखने के
there
लिए
is
नहीं आता है.
Sri Ram Garu, there is no problem at all. There is IST also in the book. Each and every sentence is written in IST also. Romanization of Sanskrit alphabets. Am I clear? That you can read, na?
Yeah, that is.
That you can practice also. The best example is sitting with us. C.K. Mayurnathan. He did not know. There is another Sonti Garu also. They did not know Devanagari at all. They started their journey. Am I right, C.K. Garu? Please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I don't know Hindi also. I don't know Hindi, how to read.
Read.
Now, after attending your class, I am able to read now Sanskrit.
He is able to read a Sanskrit Devanagari.
Devanagari.
Yeah. Now he does not.
That is-
Initially, he was taking the help of IAST. But after that, he started understanding, yes, now he can read a Sanskritam. So it is something like,
Thank you, sir. Thank you for you. That is
not at all.
all.
No.
This is
It is
go to you only, sir. This.
no. Yeah. See, it is definitely taking me a long time because there is no keyboard for IAST.
Yeah, that's what I am also from Tamil Nadu. I'm living in Doha, Qatar.
Yeah.
But I am also thinking to ask you whether there is any keyboard available for this AST also.
No.
Nothing, huh?
There is
Okay.
a problem. You will not believe this. Each and every alphabet that are used in Devanagari, what you see in the sentences also are made physically by me.
Okay.
C hai, then in Coral Draw, I have to create that fonts.
Yes.
और उसको एक स्टोर करके रखते हैं. So whenever I write a sentence, to convert that into IST is again a big exercise.
Yeah, in a way, it's good. With AST now we will start learning Hindi or Devanagari script also for Tamilians specifically.
Yes. Yeah, that is the reason I had introduced IST.
Yeah, that's very nice. Now it's easy for us to correlate.
Exactly. Earlier it was not there. But then I started realizing majority of my students are from South, Peninsular India. India. So they have difficulties. You will not believe Bengalis also have difficulties.
Oh.
So I was surprised. I said I should have some solution. So that was the reason it is coming. Very soon, by 2026, you will see lot of development with Vedshala Sanskritam.
Yes.
By 2028, there will be a museum also. That museum means it will be a virtual museum where law of gravity will be explained through slok and the reference of the slok also, in which particular Ved, which is the slok number, this definition was given. And what does that mean? What is lead? You will be just came across that there were 14 these things, shlokas. If you decode them, that means how to make lead. Lead, malum hai na? We use in pencil and
PB.
Lead.
Yeah.
PB, yes. So how to extract lead from the ore. That is defined in that 14 sentences. And this guys, the Europeans, they want to say, press on us that we have done all these things. That is nonsense. At the age of 14, Newton sitting under the apple tree, mind it, apple tree. At the age of 14, he's found a law of gravity. Why it has come down when it hit his head? So for 14 years, when he was going for number 1 and number 2, he did not realize why it is going down. Only when apple fell on his head. He should have sat under the coconut tree. अब पता चलता उसको law of gravity क्या होता है. So will you accept these things? And why only apple tree? Because Europe does not have a coconut tree, does not have a chiku tree, does not have a mango tree. They have only strawberries and apples, right? So automatically you can understand that this is nothing but scripted, something like Shakespeare story. You too, Brutus, Aisa. Anyway, let us understand the thing. You know the Shastra, what is nature and what is the Shastra? Coconut, if it falls on your head, there are chances it can injure your head, isn't it?
Yes, yes, sure.
That is the reason it is tall. So you do not sit under a coconut tree for the shadow. Do you sit under the coconut tree for the shadow?
No, sir.
No.
Because nature has defined, I am heavy, my dear friend. I may cause injury to you. Stay away from me. So if you there is only one coconut tree and you want a shadow, you will stay at a distance. With his shadow, you will be at a distance and you can get the shadow, na? Tree shadow. Am I right?
Yeah.
Equally good.
So you will not be directly under the tree.
Similarly, because it can injure you. Similarly, do not be under finding your shadow with a successful man. Be at a distance and observe him.
Nice analogy.
Yes. Nature teaches you everything, isn't it? Okay, fine. So, Rama Samudraha Pashyati. Pashyati means to see. So, to see something, to look at something, you need eyes. Samudraha means ocean. Rama is the name of a lady. So, here, who has the eyes to see?
Rama.
Rama, obviously, common sense. The ocean does not have eyes to see. So, who is the subject? Immediately, Rama. Right? So, Samudraha is the object. So, Rama is looking at the sea. हिंदी में कहे तो रमा समुद्र को देख रही है. को देख रही है. रमा समुद्र देख रही है. That is a wrong Hindi. So, समुद्र को देख रही है. तो को is missing over here, na? Ko is missing. This is in Prathama Vibhakti. So, here now you will apply Dvitiya Vibhakti masala and you will say Rama Samudram Pashyati. Rama Samudra ko dekh rahi hai. Rama is looking at the ocean. Samudram Pashyati. Sir, wait. We added Visargaha to masculine. Feminine, Akarant, Ikarant remain the same. We added to neutral gender, isn't it? Am I right?
Yes.
So do you mean we are converting the gender of the object from masculine to neutral? No. We are not changing the gender. Why? The gender is reference only for the subject, not for the object. Am I right? Because gender is decided by the subject, not by the object. But here, the object, original word is Samudraha. Samudraha Vishalaha Asti, Vishalam Asti. Means Samudra becomes the subject. Vishalaha Asti, hai. तो है, क्या है? समुद्र है. कैसा है? How it is? Vishalha, vast. So there Samudra is the subject. But here in this case, Samudra becomes the object and that's the reason it attracts Anuswar in case it is followed by a consonant, or mahalan if it is the next word is followed by a vowel. The rules are same. But here Rama samudra ko dekh rahi hai, samudram pashyati. Am I clear? This is a very crucial point. It may take a longer time to understand, or once you understand this, then only you can understand rest of the things. Did you understand? We have enough time, huh? Don't worry. Rama samudram pashyati. We have not changed the gender.
Sir, here I have one doubt.
Yes.
Here Rama is the subject
Yes.
and Pashyati is the verb
Verb, right?
and Samudram is the object.
Obviously.
Samudram.
Samudram. In Dvitiya Vibhakti. Samudra is the object. So when you have to form a sentence for the object, you have to use Dvitiya Vibhakti, number 2 Vibhakti. So there, Rama Samudram Pashyati. Spashtam? Shri Ram Mohoday?
Yeah, first one is wrong, that means.
Sorry?
First line is wrongly
Yeah, always. I said, na, the first line will always be in black, and that is not with a full grammar. The second line will be correct line. And the parivartanam, wherever there is the importance, that word will be in a red color. Easy to understand. Going ahead. Keshavaha aham pashyati. Pashyati means dekhna, to see. Now here, Keshavaha prathama vibhakti. Aham prathama vibhakti. Asmad is the root word. Prathama vibhakti I. So it will become aham. So here both have eyes to see. So who is the subject? You can't decide. Because it is first, you cannot say it is Keshav. It can be aham also. So here you will ask me, sir, who is looking at whom? कौन किसको देख रहा है ना? So I will say Keshav is looking. So Keshav is looking at me. I became me, me. So in Dvitiya Vibhakti, aham will become mam. Looking at me. So I, aham. In Dvitiya, it will become me. Me, me. By the way, English language does not have any Vibhaktis. So there will be a conflict. Agar Hindi mein kahe, if we say in Hindi, because it is the nearest language to Sanskritam, nearest I said, not as it is Sanskritam, nearest language to Sanskritam. तो केशव मुझे देख रहा है, मुझको देख रहा है या मुझे देख रहा है, राइट? तो मैं से मुझको या मुझे हो जाएगा. So I will become me. Am I right?
Yes.
Object.
Object. Now, again, calling. Keshav aham avayati. Calling. Bulana. To call. Avayati. Here, why mahalan? Because the next word is starting with a swar. That is vowel. A. So mahalan. Right. So again here you will ask me, sir, who is calling whom? I say here also, Keshav is calling you, means me. So Keshavaha mam avayati. So earlier it was anuswar because the second word was starting with a consonant. Here it is mahalan because the next word is starting with a vowel. Am I clear?
स्पष्टम.
अभी एक इंटरेस्टिंग बात बताओ. So in the second sentence, subject, object and verb are clearly defined. Are they clearly defined? You can understand now who is the subject. Tell me.
Keshavah.
And who is the object?
Mom.
Mam means I am the object. So mam. Avayati is the verb. Now I am interchanging the position. Like I say, mam Keshavah avayati. Yes, meaning does not change. See, come on. Let us take another example. If I say, Ram is climbing the tree. Ramaha vruksham aroti. Aroti means to climb. So, Ramaha vruksham aroti. Ram is climbing the tree. Ramaha, masculine gender. Ramaha vruksham. Vrukshaha is a masculine word, but I am saying vruksham because it is an object. Aroti means climbing. Clear, everybody? If I say vruksham aroti Ramaha, then in English it will become the tree is climbing on Ram. Right? Am I right? But in Sanskrit, the meaning does not change. Why? Vruksham, already Dvitiya Vibhakti. Aroti is the verb. Ramaha, Prathama Vibhakti. Okay, again, let us change. Aroti, now verb first. Aroti, Ramaha, Vruksham. The meaning did not change. Did it change?
No.
And
No.
meaning does not change, but the word can be formed like that.
Sorry, but what?
Meaning is not changed, but
a
the word can be formed.
Sorry. Meaning?
Meaning is, there's no change in the meaning you are telling, but the words can be formed like that.
In Sanskrit,
Sentence
yes.
can be
But
formed.
in English?
No, not in English.
No.
I am talking
Sanskrit.
about Sanskritam. Sanskritam, the meaning will not change. Even if I interchange the placement. That is the reason.
It is allowed.
It is, yes, very much allowed.
Okay.
Very much allowed. Hare Mohoday, Vuruksham aharoti Ramaha. Can't you say? So, the tree is climbed by the Ram. So, there the whole English will change the sentence by itself. But here, interchanging of the words will not change the meaning. That is the reason it is said by NASA that it is a machine language. Why did NASA say that? Do you know about it? The real fact about it, which is never under a record, where there is no record of this. Because NASA does not want to show this. Do you all remember in 1969, Apollo 11 took off from the Earth for Moon? 1969. It was the first manned, yani human being were sitting in the aircraft along with Neil Armstrong. There was his other two. They went to Moon. You know about this incident, I suppose, everybody.
Yes.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong and two others, but two others did not reach. Only one was there, and the third one was in the space only.
Shuttle only.
Shuttle only. So he was managing the shuttle. He did not step on the. Only two people stepped on the moon. By the way, we know about this, but the preparation, it was launched in 1969. But the preparation already started around 5 to 8 years before. Means I think so around 1961, 1962, or maybe latest by 1965. The preparation started. Because you have to first time ever such a high distance, long distance, taking a spacecraft with human beings. So how to supply of oxygen, how they will survive, what should be the speed of the aircraft and spacecraft and all that they had to analyze, right? So the preparation was going on. In that, the initial stage, the communication was oral communication. The command was given from the earth, from the base station. And after hearing it, they were executing accordingly. So there was a time gap between the communication. But in that communication, the words were going haphazard. So when they were listening, they could not understand what they are saying. So the laboratory, they had created, artificial sequence and all that. So they found that there is a distortion of the sentence words. In a sentence, there is a distortion of words. So they, instead of English, they tried out many other languages, but they could not succeed. Every language had the same problem. So one of the junior engineer, very junior engineer, very basic junior engineer, he was from Tamil Nadu and he was Sanskrit knowledgeable. So he had knowledge about Sanskritam and he was Sanskrit Sambhashit. That was the important aspect. He could speak in Sanskrit. He said, "Sir, can I suggest something?" And the head of the department or the main scientist, they didn't have any option. They had to hear him. So they said, go ahead, go ahead. He said,
No.
I suggest you. Sorry?
Yeah.
So he said, okay, let us use Sanskrit as a language of communication. And he proved it. There was interchanging of the words, but the meaning was not changing. It was not changing. And Sanskrit has a facility. You use only 3 word sequence, subject, object, and verb. Subject, object, and verb. The interchanging will not change the meaning of the sentence. But if you add some avyayani, there are chances about avyayani is going here and there. And that can cause a problem. So, believe me, Neil Armstrong and his team were taught Sanskritam. And this young engineer, overnight, he became a hero because he was at the base station command ordering Neil Armstrong what to do next. That's the reason it is called machine language by NASA. We forward messages, but we don't know what is the essence of it. And we feel proud. NASA did it. What NASA did it? The mention of Vimanam is already there in our Shastra. So it was not NASA who flew their first this thing. Can you ever imagine? How did our calendar generate? There were conflicts of calendar with Julian calendar as well as other forms of Gregorian calendar. You know about it, na? There was a lot of confusion. But our Panchang since last 15,000 years are satik, means absolutely perfect. Why it is so? Because they had knowledge. Spashtam, shall we go ahead? So,
yes, sir.
Keshavaha mam avayati. Astu. Agre. Raje janati. Janati means to know. Rajesh is a Prathama Vibhakti. Tvam is also Prathama Vibhakti. Tvam means you of your age or younger than you. जिसे हम हिंदी में तुम कहते हैं. तुम. तो त्वम. Both are in Prathama Vibhakti. Here again there is a confusion. So sir, who knows whom? I will say the Rajesh is the subject. तो राजेश उसको तुमको सॉरी उसको नहीं राजेश तुमको जानता है. He knows you. Rajesh knows you. So here tvam will change into Dvitiya Vibhakti and it will become Tvam. Aham will become mam. Tvam will become tvam. Rajeshah tvam janati. Ya tvam Rajeshah janati. Yeah, you can say janati Rajeshah tvam. Tvam. Janati va. Uttamam. Am I clear? Going ahead. Saha grantaha patati. Now what is the verb? Patati. Patati means to study. So who can study? Does the Granth can be a religious book, or it can be a big novel. Novels are also called Granth in Sanskrit. So कादंबरी जिसे कहते हैं मराठी में, या साहित्य की कोई किताब होती है, कोई कहानी होती है, उसे भी ग्रंथ कहा जाता है तो संस्कृत में. So Saha has the eyes to read. Granth, novel does not have, book does not have eyes to see. So obviously the subject is he. Saha. Saha grantha patati. तो वो ग्रंथ को पढ़ रहा है. Saha grantham patati. Samyak. So here we are not changing the gender of the object. We are just adding ko. Ko. Right? In Hindi में जो ko होता है वो, not English वाला ko. हाँ, नहीं तो otherwise you will say ko means Coca-Cola का ko. अच्छा. Devah bhaktah rakshati. Rakshati means protect. To protect. So who can protect whom? Who can protect whom? Bhaktah means devotee.
Devaka protect Bhakta.
No, nowadays we are Bhakta is protecting God, isn't it? We are also looking after the temples, na? We know what is happening in Bangladesh. They are burning our temple. So there, Bhakta is trying to save the temple, na? But anyways, you are right. Devaha is the subject. So Devaha rakshati. Kasya, kisko? Bhaktaha. तो क्या होगा? भक्तम रक्षति. भक्त की से रक्षा करता है. But I tell you very frankly, there was a coupling in this Ramayanam. कभी कभी भगवान को भी भक्तों से काम पड़े. Sometimes even God requires a human to help him. जाना था गंगा पार, प्रभु के वट की नाव चढ़े. यानी the meaning is that Prabhu Shri Ram wanted to cross the river and he had to request Kevat. Kevat was a person who was, I would say, who was having a boat driver. But he was Param Bhakta of Prabhu Shri Ram. But Ram had to request his Bhakta to take him other side. So कभी कभी बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम होता है ना, तो भगवान के सामने खड़े रह के बोलने का, डोंट फॉरगेट, कभी कभी भगवान को भी भक्तों से काम पड़े. जाना था गंगा पार, प्रभु के वट की नाव चढ़े. है कि नहीं? I don't know. I must have not connected because that is not in Tamil or Telugu. So you all might miss the opportunity. Anyway, go ahead. Manjaraha, marjaraha. Marjaraha means cat. Mushakaha means mouse. Grunati. Grunati means to catch. So, कोई सेंटेंस बनाएगा क्या इसका द्वितीय विभक्ति का? Will anybody try? Who can catch whom? Can a mouse catch a cat?
Marjarah mushakam grunhati.
Ati uttamam. Ati uttamam, Bhagini.
Then thank you. Dhanyawad.
See, this way you will start. Kantham udghatayatu. आप बोलना शुरू करो. And whenever you are going through your books and notes or videos, whatever is said, please repeat it loudly. Don't just read. That will disturb my people, or people will say, what are you doing? let them say whatever they want. Be selfish. So you have to recite it loudly. See, I give you an example. Very frankly, I had faced that problem. Initially, when I started learning all these things, and I was very comfortable with Sanskritam, I could understand each and everything, but I was unable to talk. I knew all the words, but I was unable to talk. The reason was I was never speaking loudly. And thereafter, whatever studies I used to do in Sanskritam, I started shoutly, means I was reading it. As a result, very soon, within 15 days, that problem was sorted out. So if you want to be Sambhashit, please, you have to read it loud. So Marjaraha Mushakam Grunati. Absolutely right. Now Strilinge. Here the Striling will be of the verb. And what will happen? So in Striling, number one, whenever Striling comes, you have to put two aspects. Akarant and Ikarant. Akarant and Ikarant. Right? So here, Pita Balika Avayati. Pita Balika Avayati. Avayati means to call, bulana. So who is the subject? Pita is also in Prathama Vibhakti. Balika is also Prathama Vibhakti. Who is calling whom? So you will ask me, sir, excuse me, who is calling? So I will say Pita is calling. So Pita becomes the subject. So Pita Avayati. Kasya, kisko bula rahe? Balika, the girl. The father is calling the girl. बालिका को बुला रही है, तो बालिका आकारांत स्त्रीलिंग. बट नो प्रॉब्लम, यू हैव टू ऐड तो यहां पे क्या लगेगा? विसर्ग लगेगा या म हलंत लगेगा?
म हलंत लगेगा.
क्यों?
क्योंकि द्वितीया विभक्ति आएगी.
तो द्वितीय विभक्ति में हमने पहले भी तो ये किया है, तो यहाँ पे हमने द्वितीय विभक्ति यूज नहीं की थी क्या?
स्वरा.
हाँ, तो म हलंत नहीं है इधर.
नहीं, हलंत नहीं.
तो गड़बड़ है ना, ये रॉन्ग था ना, ये रॉन्ग था ना.
नहीं, बराबर था.
क्यों? म हलंत तो नहीं है.
The word next to that word is consonant.
अनुस्वार का म हलंत ही होता है ना.
नहीं होगा. अरे बाप रे, कौन बोला अनुस्वार का म हलंत नहीं होता?
सुजाता बोल रही थी मैं.
हाँ, सुजाता, अनुस्वार का म हलंत नहीं होगा.
नहीं होगा? होगा ना.
कैसे होगा?
अक्षरम.
अरे यहाँ पे अनुस्वार है बिकॉज द सेकेंड वर्ड इज स्टार्टिंग विथ अ कॉन्सोनेंट.
कॉन्सोनेंट.
तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा?
हाँ, स्वर है यहाँ पे.
स्वर है तो म हलंत होगा ना.
बालिकाम.
बालिकाम आवयति. पिता बालिकाम आवयति. आवयति नहीं, आवयति. हाँ, ये थोड़ा आपको जोर देना पड़ेगा. यू विल हैव टू चेंज द एक्सेंट. सो पिता बालिकाम आवयति. नाउ इफ आई से इट इज अदर वे राउंड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बालिका आवयति. कस्य? पिता. सो पिता, द मूल शब्द इज पितृ. ओके, पितृ. प्रथमा विभक्ति पिता, द्वितीय विभक्ति पितरम. Pitaram. That is the difference. So here the pita is the object because balika is calling. So what will be the sentence? If I have not to change the position, I will say pitaram balika avayati. Right? Balika bula rahi hai. Balika is the subject. Balika is calling. Whom? Pitaram. Am I clear? So pita, what is the mool shabda? Pitru.
Pitru.
Matru. Prathama vibhakti pita, mata. Dvitiya vibhakti pitaram. मातरम, वंदे मातरम, है ना? यानी व्हाट? वंदन माँ को, सल्यूटेशन टू मदर. सो हियर मातरम इज अ द्वितीय विभक्ति, है ना? तो वो सेंटेंस में ये किधर है? अपना सब्जेक्ट, it is there but it is hidden because you are singing, you are saying, so you are the subject. So Vande Mataram. You can also say Mataram Vande, Mataram Vande. अभी वंदे क्यों हुआ और वो सब, तो वो आपको नेक्स्ट लेवल पे समझ में आता है. ओके. सो पितरम बालिका आवयति, स्पष्टम वा? और यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट बालिका पितरम आवयति, मीन्स द सेम. अग्रे
भैया अब हलंत होने चाहिए. पितरम आभयति, पितरम.
Here we should put.
पकड़ लिया ना, पकड़ लिया ना. वही देखता था. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. ये जानबूझ के मिस्टेक किया मैंने. आई वांटेड टू सी कि यहाँ पे लोगों का ध्यान है कि नहीं. नजर हटी, दुर्घटना घटी.
ओके, थैंक यू भैया.
एब्सोल्युटली राइट. लेकिन इतने में से खाली आप ही को पता चला, बाकी के क्या किधर है? हाँ सर वाला राइट है और राइट है, ऐसा नहीं है.
If everybody says, it will. You cannot understand what who is saying what. We are listening, of course.
At initial stage, okay, fine, Srinivasan Garu, Mr. Srinivasan, there is no problem. लेकिन कभी पिंच करूंगा तो ही आप अलर्ट हो जाएंगे ना. Am I right? है ना? If I don't pinch you, will you get alert? Because there will be many other there will be many other incidences that I purposely do it just to observe whether you are after dinner you are feeling sleepy or what. तो होता है. अस्सु,
एक क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ बोलिए.
आवयति स्पेलिंग क्या होता है? उसके बाद
आवयति. ह इज हाफ, व इज कंप्लीट. आवयति.
अच्छा, हाँ और आधा व.
आहवयति, आहवयति.
ओके सर.
ह इज हाफ, आहवयति.
Okay.
Because it is not at the end, it will not sound ha. Because it is connected with va. So it is sayukta, sayukta vyanjanani. स्वरा किधर? Stand up on the bench. Bench पे खड़े हो जाओ. Kneel down. ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. Show your hands. I want to tap करके फुट रूलर मारूंगा. आप लोग ने खाया है क्या? मैंने बहुत खाया है.
लड़का को
हमने भी खाया सर. हमने भी खाया. बचपन में स्टैंड अप ऑन द बेंच वगैरह सब कुछ कराया सर. हमने भी कराया था.
है ना? किया ना आपको?
I was the last bencher in fact.
I was the last bencher.
Yes.
But now interesting thing was when I started one business, I was surprised when I was interviewing people for this thing. The person who was standing first in our class was there in front of me sitting for interview.
By telling all these things, you take us to our olden days. Thank you.
That is good now. We have never to forget. Don't let your child inside die.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't retire the child inside you. It should always remain.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It should always remain. Yeah. Those who are grandfathers or grandmothers, have some time. Go to your childhood and start dancing with your grandchildren.
Sure.
They will love you most. Then don't say, at this age, my pain, I have a pain on my legs. I cannot do this. I cannot work. Do at least this thing. He will be happy.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you say, now I'm old now. I cannot do.
Yeah.
Then he will run to get use that, something. Do you need something to rub? Should I rub you with move and anything? But देखो emotional बन जाता है बच्चा. He gets attached.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
So don't let the child retire from your heart.
Sure.
Bharatah gacchati. Bharatah gacchati is going. Vartaman kal, present tense. Gacchati, vartaman kal. All verbs now I am using are absolutely in present tense. I will tell you when it will come to future tense and past tense. So till that time, all the verbs are used are present tense. So Bharatah gacchati, going. Bharat is going. Kutra, Mathura. Akaranta striling. Mathura. Akaranta striling khalu. Bharatah Mathuram gacchati.
तुराम गच्छति
यहां पे जनरली कैसे आता है? मथुरा, जैसे कि गुजराती में कहेंगे तो भरत मथुरा જાય છે. There you don't have that influence of vibhakti. Then you cannot say कि Mathura will remain Mathura because that is there in Gujarati. Arey, this is not Gujarati, na? This is Sanskritam. So please don't conflict. Now, Sita pathati. Kaha kim pathati? Kim pathati Sita? Katha, story. Katha means she is reading the story. So Sita
कथां पठति
katham pathati. Uttamam. Chhatrah namati. Kasya, kisko? Saraswati. Ikaranta Sriling. Saraswati. Ikaranta Sriling. No issues. In Dvitiya Vibhakti, here also So Chhatra
सरस्वतीं पठति
Saraswatim
patati.
Namati. Yeah. Neutral gender. Interesting. Pita Guruham Gacchati. Pita Prathama Vibhakti. Guruham is neutral gender, so it is Prathama Vibhakti. Gacchati means going. Who can go? Can the house go anywhere?
No.
No.
So
Only
who is the
Pita can
subject?
go.
Only Pita can. So Pita is a subject. Pita Gacchati. Kutra Guruham.
Griham.
Abhi Guruham is a neutral gender. So what parivartan it will happen in Dvitiya Vibhakti? No parivartanam. It will remain Guruham.
Okay.
But here, it is not a neutral gender. It is an object. Right? यहाँ पे it is, you cannot give say कि अरे Guruham because it is a neutral gender. Some people teach neutral gender, no change. Guruham. Arey, but that does not mean you are keeping the neutral gender as it is. Here it is it is Prathama, so it is a neutral gender. But here it is Dvitiya, so it is effect of Dvitiya and not neutral gender. Spashtam, am I clear now, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
अभी जनरली ये आता है कि सर हम लोग तो गुजराती में कहते हैं कि पिता घरे जाई छे,
करे तो करे गुजरात.
तो गृहे गच्छति. अरे वो गुजराती का गृहे, यहाँ पे गृहे डाल देंगे तो मीनिंग विल चेंज. दैट इज अनदर विभक्ति दैट वी विल सी दे ऑन मंडे.
Okay.
फिर क्या हुआ? गड़बड़ हो गई, मुश्किल हो गई, है ना? वो गाना है.
नहीं होगा सर, आप तो है ना.
अरे महोदय, मैं तो हूँ एब्सोल्युटली राइट. मैं हूँ. आई हैव ऑलरेडी फॉलन इन सच खड्डा बिफोर. मैं पहले गिरा हूं. आई विल नॉट अलाउ यू टू फॉल. लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम you can trust me, but you cannot blindly trust me, because Sanskrit does not have space for blind beliefs. Mind it, I am telling you. अंधविश्वास नहीं है संस्कृत में. वैदिक कल्चर में अंधविश्वास का कोई जगह ही नहीं है कि बिल्ली रास्ता काट गई। अरे बिल्ली दौड़ के रास्ता काटी क्योंकि उसको मालूम था अर्जुन आ रहा है। अगर अर्जुन पहले मेरा रास्ता काटेगा तो मुझे चूहा नहीं मिलेगा, मुझे भूखा रहना पड़ेगा, है ना? इट कैन बी ना। अग्रे शिशुः पिबति। किम पिबति? क्षीरम। क्षीरम मीन्स मिल्क। दुग्धम या क्षीरम, these are the two words in spoken Sanskritam for milk. So क्षीरम और दुग्धम, दुग्धम not दूधम, दुग्धम, दुग्धम, okay,
दुग्धम,
हाँ, दुग्धम. So शिशुः क्षीरम पिबति, it will remain same. शिशुः क्षीरम पिबति, it will remain the same. Okay. So aham pashyami, I am seeing what? Doordarshanam, television. Doordarshanam means television. So aham, it will remain the same. Aham doordarshanam pashyami. Astu. Here, amba aham tarjayati. Amba prathama vibhakti. Like I said, in three ways you can denote mother in spoken Sanskrit. Mata, amba,
Janani.
janani, janani, ikaranta srili. Amba akaran, माता अकारांत, लेकिन माता को अलग ये चलता है, रूल्स चलता है. माता एंड पिता को रूल्स अलग है. ओके, सो हियर अम्बा aham tarjayati. Tarjayati means to get angry. So aham is in prathama vibhakti. Amba is in prathama vibhakti. So who is scolding whom?
Amba.
Can you scold your mother?
No.
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 Our
No.
Vedic, nowadays they do. But that is not Vedic culture, ना. अभी तो बच्चे क्या बोलते हैं? अरे आपको नहीं मालूम. ऐसे ही क्या बड़े हो गए? हाँ? क्या हम लोग अनाज नहीं खाते? हम लोग पेड़ के नीचे बैठे थे क्या? हाँ, जो बच्चे को पैंट पहनना हमने सिखाया वो आपको यंग एज में क्या बोलेंगे? है, यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग. आई नो. करते हैं ना. इट हैपेंस, बट इट यूज्ड टू नॉट हैपन अर्लियर इन वैदिक काल. दिस इज ऑल यूरोपियन और what we call it Western culture that has interlaced. They don't respect their parents. What they say, actually, Hari, you are not the person for which I have born, from which I have born. You were enjoying yourself. I was accidentally born. Yes. Do you believe?
Correct.
I stayed in.
You are right.
I stayed in England for 5 years. I've seen how the children are talking with their parents. Hey, come on. Don't force yourself on me, okay? You were just enjoying, and I was born by accident. Nowadays, the same thing I have started after so many years. I'm hearing the same dialogues even in India. There are
because the westernization is taking place among the younger generation.
Yes.
That is
There was an incident when somebody told
willingly
me,
or unwillingly, we also allow our children to go abroad and other things. That is also, we are also part and parcel of it.
See, I can understand earlier there were no so much of opportunities in India. But now when there are so many of opportunities in India, people have really started coming back. Because there is a loneliness over there. The people who are staying there, ask them. They have to depend on their community gathering and all these things to be in touch with the people around. What pain they are undergoing, you don't know. But they had gone there because that time India was not developed that much. Fine. What now? I tell you a real incident. I was taking offline lectures, and once I had an helper, not directly the helper, just a moment here. So there was a student who used to continuously come and he started helping me whenever I used to do offline lectures. So after the lecture, winding up with my laptop, with my camera, projector, removing the screen from the wall and all that, I used to do that. So he used to help me. So once he asked me, sir, we have observed that generally there are senior citizens who are coming to our lecture. The people who are above 50, 55 years, they come to our lecture. When will youngster come and sit in our lecture? And at that time, spontaneously it came out of my mouth that when sometime a Western European will come in suit boot and charge heavy fees and take the lecture in a big auditorium or in 5-star conference room, people will line up. I said that. He said, you are right, sir. And I moved. But then I realized I made a negative statement. Rather, I should understand what they are doing that I am not doing. Right? What they are doing, what the foreigners are doing, what the Europeans are doing, that I am not doing. And that was, they shout more. As soon as the person is on the stage, there is an announcement. He is a 6-time world record winner. So-and-so winner. He has done so-and-so PhD, so-and-so degree. So all the audience say, oh, we are at the right person. Right? So usko kehte hai babal. In Indian language, it is called babal. In Bombay language, we call it chillana jada. So even I started doing it. What? I did a world record. But when I did a world record, I found that I was the first person to do a world record in the category of Sanskrutam. In the category of Sanskrutam. Nobody else has ever attempted. Surprising. It was a surprise to me. लेकिन ये सब क्यों करना पड़ा? To attract youngsters. And then I realized I have to talk science. I have to talk logic. Then only another level of crowd will attach to the workshop. And by the grace of Ma Saraswati, I have succeeded. There are many youngsters who are with us. There are many learned people, IS officers, who are in our lecture. I cannot disclose their names. There are judges in our lecture. We cannot disclose their names. There are doctors, surgeons who are there. So we got a different level of crowd because I was talking about science, logic, not something andhavishwas. Okay? So here, tarjayati, to get angry. So who gets angry? Obviously, Amba gets angry on me. Aham means I. So Amba, what it will become? Mam tarjayati. We had already taken a sentence before. Amba mam tarjayati. Gussa kar rahi hai. Clear? Am I clear, everybody, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Very clear.
Clear,
Now, this is the chart. From now onwards, you will observe in the Prathama Vibhakti, the same chart and the same words will continue throughout in the chart. Okay, so that you have at the end, you will have a comparative study. So it becomes easy. But in Prathama Vibhakti, this line in black were the Mool Shabda, root words. After Dvitiya Vibhakti, this line will be Prathama Vibhakti, like Vrukshaha. Okay?
Okay.
So that is the format. So Vrukshaha, Dvitiya Vibhakti, Vruksham, Sthalika, Akaranta Striling. Sthalika, Sthalikam, Ankani, Ikaranta Striling. Ankanim, Mitram, Mitram. Now, did you observe what Rishi Muni said? Let us put Mitram, who is a masculine person, in neutral gender, because only Prathama Vibhakti will be affected. Rest of all the Vibhaktis, neutral gender and masculine gender will go same. Vruksham, mitram. Same?
Yes.
What intelligence? What interlacement? And rest of all the other, except Prathama, all other 6 vibhaktis, neutral and masculine will go same. Interesting.
Okay.
Astu. Saha,
Okay.
eshaha, tam, etam. Sa, esha. Tam, etam. Tat, etat. Will remain same. Tat, etat. Aham. Aham.
Mom.
Mom.
Tuam. Tuam.
Ba-
Tuam. Absolutely right. Huh? Bhavan. Bhavantam. Bhavantam. And bhavati. Ikaranta striling.
Bhavati.
Ikaranta striling. So it will become bhavati.
Bhavatim.
Spashtam va?
Yes.
Spashtam.
Yeah.
Spashtam, Mahodaya.
Now there is another important aspect, but I think so I will have to take it tomorrow fast. Because it will not get finished within. Can you all sit for another 5 minutes more?
No issues.
Huh?
No issues.
Then we
No
can.
issues.
Now
Spashtam,
before,
Mahodaya. Okay, okay.
now before that, I will like to explain you all what is Nam. Nam. What is the meaning of Nam? Nama.
Name.
Name.
In Sanskrutam.
Nama.
Nama
Na.
का meaning क्या है? In Sanskritam, it does not mean name. It means meaning. Meaning. So what is the meaning of the word Nama? Nama
Meaning.
का
Yes,
meaning
yes.
है
Yeah.
meaning.
Okay.
So how, sir? Something confusing. No, I will make it clear. Please listen properly, everybody. There is some surrounding sounds. Okay. Now, name of any object or person. Name of any object or that person shows the quality or
Quality.
property of that object or that person. कोई भी वस्तु या व्यक्ति का नाम वो उस वस्तु या व्यक्ति के गुण दर्शाते हैं. It shows the
Quality.
quality of that thing, personality. For example, there are 3 Rams. Prabhu Shri Ram, a particular character by itself, had a meaning to his being. Balram, because he was having lot of strength. So
Strength.
Balram
Parashuram.
and Parshuram, because he was carrying an axe. So axe means Parshu. So the meaning of their body was changed. So when I say, what is your name? Bhavataha nama kim. That means, what is the meaning of yourself? I give you another example. In Mahabharat, before Vastraharan, in original Mahabharat, okay. Now they are all scripted and all that. But when shloks also, in shlok written in Mahabharat, in original Sanskritam by Maharishi Vedvyas, it is mentioned that way. Before Vastraharan, Duryodhan's name was Suyodhan. Suyodhan. Suyodhan means a person with good qualities. Yes, he was. He was a person with good qualities. But then ultimately, Sakuni had poisoned the brain. Similarly, Dushashan, before Vasaharan, he was called Sushasan. He had a very wonderful administrative skills. Administration, he was a master. Wonderful person. Sushasan. But because of the poison, they did a wrong thing. And what was the wrong thing? since Vedic Kal, or rather I would put it, since this, not only this earth, this universe was created, insulting a woman, disrespecting a woman is the biggest sin. सबसे बड़ा गुनाह है. And what did Dushasan do? Sushasan, what he did? Pulled Draupadi with her hairs and brought her to the courtyard. Right?
Yes.
So he did a wrong karma. And what did Sushasan do? Suyodhan do? Started Vastraharan. Again disrespecting. So after that moment, their name changed. The meaning of their body changed. And they became Duryodhan. Full of... and
Dushasana.
Yani Duryodhan means a person with a lot of bad characters. Interesting. Do you all know that there is Maharshi Astavakra? Maharshi Astavakra, who wrote a Gita. Who wrote a Gita? And I always say, it was the same Gita, the explanation which was given by Bhagwan. But mind it, Astavakra was a guru for Janaka Raja. You know that? Sita's father. Sita's father's guru. So you can imagine that Astavakra was before Prabhu Shri Ram. So whatever he wanted to say, we did not understand. So again, Bhagwan had to take the pain of taking the birth of Krishna and give you a polished one. See, tell me, my dear friends, do you all, you must have gone sometimes to Switzerland, Kulu, Manali, Shimla, hill station, beautiful atmosphere behind. You must have gone to USA, you must have gone to Dubai, Burj Khalifa and all that thing. You must have clicked photographs and you display those photographs. Na? You show your friends. I had gone to Canada and that was the Niagara Fall of Canada over there. I was standing there. You frame those things. But do you ever frame your X-ray? That in 1980, I met with an accident and I broke my elbow. I had a fracture on my arm, and this is the X-ray. Will you ever?
No.
Why, you know? Because people do not like a real truth, naked truth. Because X-ray is a naked truth. And people do not accept that. That was what had happened with Astavakra Gita. Because it was blunt. But then Bhagwan thought, Abhi aaj ke zamane mein, nowadays what is required? So Krishna said, okay, I will take birth as a Krishna and become a, half man, modern man, fighting with evils at the young age, having Ras Leela with Gopi, enjoying his life and all that. And then gave the real essence of the life, which was something like rosy photograph, isn't it? But hardly people know about Maharshi Astavakra, and the whole universe knows about Shri Krishna. But Shri Krishna had to take the pain because you did not understand what Astavakra said. Even after that, Prabhu Shri Ram said, even that you did not understand. फिर भी बोले, अरे राम की गलती है ना, धोबी के बोलने पे बीवी को छोड़ना चाहिए क्या? अरे it is half truth it was, explained by various sources. Can Maryada Purushottam ever do that? There must be something other story, na? If you understand Ramayanam properly, then only you can understand why did he do that and how it was misrepresented by the modern time people. So here Astavakra, Maharshi Astavakra, his 8 parts of body were crooked. Asta, 8, Asta. Vakra means crooked.
Vakra.
Means crooked. His name was Ashtavakra. Siddharth. You know Siddharth? Who is Siddharth?
Gautama
Buddha.
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 Gautam.
Buddha. Gautama Buddha.
So Siddharth, Siddharth, Siddha Atma, Siddharth. You know what is the story behind it? The mother of Siddharth was standing under the tree. In the standing position, Siddharth was born. And as soon as he came to life, means he came on the earth, he walked 8 steps. 8 kadam wo chale. He walked 8 steps immediately after delivery. And that is what a Rishi Muni from a distance saw that. And he came running and said, "Arey, he's Siddharth." Siddharth. Later on, there was another name for him, was Gautam. Right? That Gautam was meditating, means Siddharth was meditating. He meditated and attained a attunement. And that's after the attunement, that Gautam became Gautam Bodha. Means Bodha means knowledge. Knowledgeable Gautam. So the meaning of his body changed, na? Accordingly, the name changed. Am I clear, my friends?
Yes.
First Mahoday.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Explain the meaning of Siddharth.
That is the reason, that is the reason in previous ages, a person there was hardly any repetition of the names. But in modern times, we copy that name. But I tell you one thing, like my name is Arjun, I'm not as good as that Mahabharat Arjun. But because my name is Arjun, the circumstance around actually changes. Your destiny actually changes. And you have to fight Kurukshetra in your life. Yes, I have fought Kurukshetras. I have been cheated by my uncle.
Because your name is Arjun,
yes,
you are scholar in Sanskrit.
No.
Samskritam.
No, Mohoday, Dhanyavad. I'm not scholar at least. I have a knowledge that is different. But again, Mukhe Sanskrutam is the mission of our Vedshala Gurukulam. Mukhe Sanskrutam. Isn't that as good as a Kurukshetra again at this age? But I am happy that in Mahabharat, that Arjun had only one Krishna. And I am happy that I am having so many Krishnas like you all. You are all Krishnas for me. I am definitely going to win this war.
Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद महोदय.
नहीं, that is the essence.
धन्यवाद.
So, हर एक इंसान का नाम आपके लाइफ को इन्फ्लुएंस करता है. Please.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद. Like my grandson, when he was born, अचानक से आया कि उसका कुंभ राशि है. So immediately my wife called up and said, Arjun, immediately name him, some Sanskrit name. And the immediate name that came into my mind was Shriyan. Shriyan is a unique name. You know why? Because hardly used name. What is Shriyan? Meaning of that name? Vishnu. Shri ka Yan means the husband of Lakshmi.
Oh, yeah.
Super.
Okay, great.
So how that came? I don't know. बाद में मेरी वाइफ बोलती है, अरे अर्जुन, what is the meaning of that? Lakshmi's husband, Vishnu. बोलते, she started searching the direct dictionaries and all that. अरे nowhere I am finding that. I said, fine, wait. Go into the depth. And when she went into the depth, she said, yes, now I found the meaning in this particular book. And that says, Shriyan means Vishnu. In one of the shlok, that was Shriyan. I have never heard that shlok earlier. Never. Will you believe? Just a moment. Here I end today's lecture. The Vastuni Parichay is the most important part that was already completed in afternoon batch, but definitely I will continue tomorrow and thereafter the rest of the topics. Will you allow me? With this, I stop the recording over here. And very interesting thing I want